welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing the long-awaited comparison between the SOSU by Suzanne Jackson Dripping Gold Luxury Tanning Ultra Dark Mousse and the Bali Ultra Dark Self-Tanning Mousse. So these are two of my all-time favorite self-tanners that I've used as of yet. They're both so freaking amazing, and I've been having people constantly asking me to compare these two since I think these are two of the most popular self-tanners out there. I haven't heard anyone say a single bad thing about either of these, to be honest, which is pretty impressive. So I thought it would be fun to finally get around to comparing the two. So I'm gonna have one on one side of my body, one on the other side of my body as usual. Before we get into that whole process, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up for me and please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me, shows your support as usual. Make sure to do that. But if you want to see me compare the Bali and the SOSU self-tanners, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Like usual, I am going to be doing one down the middle on one side of my body, one down the middle on the other side of my body, and you guys are not going to know what is going on which side of my body. I'm pretty sure these two have similar undertones. I could be wrong because it's been a while since I've used Bali because I've been testing out a different self-tanner pretty much every week. I think they do have similar undertones though, so this one is gonna be hard to guess for you guys, which makes it even more fun to make you guys guess. So you are gonna have to stay tuned to the end of the video to find out which one is which on each side of my body. So I guess the one thing that I can compare before we start applying the self-tanner is price. So the Bali is 200 milliliters or 6.7 fluid ounces, and I believe this one goes for $30. The SOSU is 150 milliliters or 5.07 fluid ounces, so it's smaller, and I believe this one was $20 or $25. I'll have both linked and priced down below so you guys can see exactly what they cost, where to buy them if you want to buy them. But this is definitely smaller. It is less expensive, which I would hope is the case because it's a lot smaller. Not a lot smaller, but it's smaller than this. But I would say if this was like 50 milliliters larger, they'd probably be the same price. So I guess they're pretty equal, but this one's definitely smaller. And another thing I want to mention before we get into applying the self-tanners, I'm not going to be applying them to my face. I actually already applied a self-tanner to my face that's for the face. It's the Dr. Dennis Gross self-tanning peel pads. I have a video on those doing a review of them, so if you guys want to see that, if you haven't already seen it, make sure to check it out. I'll link it somewhere in the video, and I will also link it in the description for you. So make sure to watch that one if you want to know what I think about it. But that's kind of just like marinating on my face right now. And then I'm going to start applying these two to the rest of my body, just not my face. So I think that's all I have to say beforehand. Let's just get into actually applying the self-tanners. Right, I've applied to each half of me on the upper half, and I was wrong. There's definitely a difference already between the two. You guys decide for yourselves as of right now which one you think looks better, which one you think looks darker, just general thoughts. They both have that kind of self-tanner smell, I'm not gonna lie. Beyond that, there's not much to say. Both of them are really easy to blend out. I love the way that both of them apply, so I honestly don't think that I'm gonna favor one over the other in that aspect. I feel like with these two self tanners, it's strictly gonna be which one is darker, because I'm absolutely obsessed with the color of both. I just wanna see which one comes out darker, because I feel like these two are my darkest self tanners that I have, and everybody wants to know which one is darker, so that's kind of my main goal here, what I wanna know. Everything else about these two though, I freaking love. Like, they both apply so evenly. They both have a beautiful, beautiful color barrier, undertone, everything to them. But enough talking. I'm gonna show you guys how I apply to my legs now. All right, guys, you've seen me apply to my legs. Again, there is definitely a difference between the two, so I screwed up in the beginning, I'm sorry. But again, nothing new from what I just said. I love both of them so much. I feel like this is gonna be such a hard decision. I don't wanna have to choose which one I like better. I feel like it'll probably be a pretty close competition between which one's darker, but I feel like it's gonna be so hard to choose which one I like better, because they're both just like out of this world amazing self tanners. That's pretty much it for tonight. I'm gonna apply to the rest of my body, the parts I don't want you guys seeing, and I'll come back tomorrow to show you guys what it looks like, let you guys decide what is on which side of my body, let you decide what you like more, what's darker, and I will tell you my opinions then too, so I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Welcome back, guys. It's the next day, or the next night, obviously. So I do have some opinions, and it's gonna be pretty interesting. So before I get into my thoughts on this, I want you guys to take a good look at me. I tried to wear a crop top so you could see my stomach too, but what do you guys think? Let me try to get up a little closer, give you an arm shot. They're very, very similar, but there's a difference. So I'm giving you 5 seconds right now to decide which one you like more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So on my right side, I have the SOSU Dripping Gold. And then on my left side, I have the Bali Body Self Tanner. As usual, if you guessed right, congrats. If not, that's okay too, because they're both amazing. You really can't go wrong either way. Right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you which one I think looks darker. And this is going to blow some minds, because as you know, for as long as I've been doing these videos, Bali Body has been the darkest self tanner that I own. The most beautiful, most perfect, most dark self tanner out there. But Dripping Gold actually kicked it out of first place. So Dripping Gold to me actually looks darker. You can especially tell on my hands. And then this lighting is kind of weird, but this one in person at least looks darker. So it's not a big difference, not at all. It's like a really slight difference in color, but it's there, like you can tell. Not enough to where I have to add a layer of the opposite one to fix things, because like I said, I think the undertones are pretty similar, but there's definitely a difference. So this one wins as far as darkness goes, but last night, after I put both of them on, I was kind of trying to compare their undertones, the color barrier, everything. Last night when I asked my mom, she told me that the Bali Body side looked darker, but she liked the way that the Dripping Gold looked better. And then this morning, once I washed it all off, I asked my boyfriend what he thought, which side looked darker, which side looked better. So he told me that the Dripping Gold side looked darker. but the Bali body side looked more natural. So we kind of had two different opinions there. Me personally though, I don't really know. I don't know what to say because I really love both. I think obviously the winner as far as one being darker than the other goes would be Dripping Gold because it is a little bit darker. But as far as the actual color, like which color I liked more, what turned out nicer to me, I honestly couldn't tell you because both of them are so amazing. I do feel like the one difference though is with the Dripping Gold, it's more of that kind of golden tan. Like if you want like a really true golden tan, I would go with the Dripping Gold. I feel like the Bali body still has that natural tan, but it has a little bit more of a kind of olivey undertone. It's not olive compared to like the Bondi Sands self tanner. That one is definitely an olive undertone. But this one in comparison to Dripping Gold has a little bit more of that kind of olivey mood to it, which is again not bad at all. I absolutely love both. I feel like if you're anything like me, it really just depends on the week. It depends on what you're feeling like, how dark you want to go, what undertone you're trying to go for. I like to switch it up. Obviously my favorite to go with is the golden tan just because I love how that looks. Like I always feel like I just got back from the beach. It's like my favorite undertone, but I love all of them and I'm constantly switching it up. Like on weeks where I'm not trying a new self tanner, which is rare these days, I like to go through my collection and just like pick my mood for the week, you know? Like I don't stick to just one self tanner. I really like to switch things up depending on how I'm feeling. So in that aspect, I really could not give you a winner because I feel like they're so close. They're both so beautiful in their own ways. Both, again, so easy to blend out, so easy to apply. Hardly any mess with both of those mousses. Not too sticky throughout the night. It was really easy to sleep. Neither one of the smells are like unbearable. I think they're both pretty subtle. So in every other aspect, I feel like they're very similar. Like I didn't feel weirder on one side than I did on the other side. Just Dripping Gold was a little bit darker and the undertones are just slightly different. So take with that what you will. I guess it depends on you and what you guys prefer, what undertone you like more. If you like that more golden kind of thing, I'd go for Dripping Gold. If you like that more, like still kind of golden, but a little bit more of a hint of like an olivey kind of tone, and go with the Bali body. But either one you choose, you're not gonna miss out. You can't go wrong with either one. I can't say that enough. Again, I think Dripping Gold is definitely the winner in the aspect of which one is darker. So if you really want the tan that's gonna make you the darkest of dark, then go with Dripping Gold, and I guarantee if you do 2 coats of that, you're gonna be tan, very tan. So the winner of today's video is not really a winner because I love them both equally. They're both my babies equally, but the darker of the two is the Dripping Gold. So again, if you're looking for the most dark tan, go with Dripping Gold. But I feel like this was a really successful video because both of them, as you guys know, are 2 of my all-time favorite self-tanners. I have nothing bad to say about either one. So I knew this was gonna turn out well. It was just the debate of which one is darker because so many people have been wondering that and so many people have been asking about that. So I'm glad that I was finally able to test them out right next to each other, compare them, see which one's darker than the other finally. So that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I nailed every point that I wanted to. So if I didn't, comment, let me know if you guys have any other questions. Again, comment and let me know what you guys think of these self-tanners, which one you prefer, or if they look exactly the same to you, because they are pretty similar. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you haven't already. Share with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me, so please do that. But stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.